What is up, guys? Rick Cactus here, and in yesterday's Destiny update, I did mention that there was also an Anthem stream that happened and unveiled a bunch of really interesting information. Well, this video is going to cover that information. Now, let's get started right off the bat and talk about what are you seeing in the background? What is actually happening within the gameplay? Well, they're playing a legendary contract mission. Now, contract missions are an interesting feature of Anthem. You're going to have regular story missions along the critical path. So you're going to start the game, you're going to have those main story missions. You beat all of them, you get to the end story mission, and then you complete the campaign. But along the way, you're going to interact with a bunch of characters, especially within Fort Tarsis. These specific characters are going to have contracts. Essentially, they're kind of like side missions, but these side missions are not kind of one and done. You're going to be able to pick a certain character within Fort Tarsis, do his contracts, keep doing them, multiple contracts, and that is eventually going to lead you to a legendary contract, and these missions are meant for the end game. So these legendary missions are going to be harder than usual, and that's not including the fact that you can also increase the difficulty, and on level 30, the maximum level, TBD, you get Grandmaster difficulties as well as even more way to extend into the endgame, and obviously doing things on those harder Grandmaster difficulties are going to drop even more loot than this legendary contract mission would already give. Another really interesting feature that we learned about these legendary contract missions is that they actually change, and in fact we saw that the dev team had to restart because something went a little awry. It is still a work in progress game, and the second time they started this mission, the objectives were in a slightly different place. I believe it was even a little bit of a different objective to complete this first area. So we did see a little bit of a change between playthrough 1 essentially and playthrough 2. And although it wasn't anything massive, it certainly does help with replayability. You likely are going to grind through these missions a few times in the endgame to get loot. In fact, speaking of loot, this was really the most exciting thing that happened yesterday, and this is really the reason I want to make this video. I'm going to be selfish here because this is the video I personally would want to watch, is just poring over the loot, looking at every detail of the loot earned at the end mission screen, including a look at a Masterwork item. Masterwork items seem to be the top rarity. There may be one more, like Ancient, but Masterworks would be in Borderlands like legendaries. They're kind of technically the top, and then Ancient might be like a pearlescent, but that's another TBD feature. But really exciting stuff. Let's take a look, and looking at this loot is really going to unveil what is going on with not only the loot system, but what kind of builds you can make in Anthem, and it's really cool stuff. So let's start here with the lowest of the low. Let's take a look at a green piece of loot, just so we can compare it with an almost identical version, but in a higher rarity. So, we have the Devastator Uncommon Sniper Rifle. Ammunition explodes on contact with target, limited ammo. And we can see there's another bonus, Ice, plus 7% damage. Already, things are pretty exciting. The fact that weapons can have bonuses like Ice increased damage means that they pair super well with your skills. This would be something great you would run with the Storm class, for example, to have those homing ice spikes. They're going to be doing literally 7% more damage. That's already, again, some great stuff. But moving on from there, we have a purple Devastator, which is epic rarity. Now, we are missing one rarity in between. It goes green, blue, purple, but there wasn't any blues, so it's just green to purple. But we can see with this epic Devastator the differences in the bonuses you get. So same weapon, ammunition explodes on impact, but now we've got grenade launcher plus 7% damage, assault rifle plus 25% ammunition, and it seems weapons overall plus 20% mag size, or potentially this weapon plus 20% mag size. I think things won't be abbreviated in the full game. We'll have to see. Again, this is still work in progress stuff, but That's a lot more bonuses. We went from ice plus 7% to now grenade launcher increase in damage, assault rifle increase in ammo, and weapon increase in magazine size. So likely it's going to be green 1 bonus, blue 2 bonuses, and epic 3 bonuses. And we already see some more interesting stuff happening with these bonuses. The fact that it increases grenade launcher damage, that's another weapon type. So if you're using this Devastator, you want to use a grenade launcher as well. And potentially that means that these are also passive abilities. Obviously you have to switch to your grenade launcher to use it. Obviously you can't also have your Devastator out. For assault rifle ammo as well, it's great for pairing with an assault rifle, so those being passive abilities would be really cool as well. That means that no matter which weapon you're on, you're going to be getting all the benefits from both weapons. But we've seen uncommon and we've seen epic. Let's go to Masterwork, because a Masterwork item did drop when a Titan was defeated. So here we have it. The Masterwork Venom Darts fires a volley of 3 acid darts that seeks a single target. And we can see that there are 4 bonuses going up from the 3 of epic. We have Machine Pistol plus 3% damage, Shotgun plus 20% damage. Then we have Light Machine Gun plus 8% ammo, and then it looks like Weapon overall plus 21% ammo. Guys, those are some big numbers. Like, shotguns plus 20% damage. That's insane. That means that you can really specialize for a certain class, for a certain build and a certain playstyle. Like, if you like using shotguns, the fact that you can get 20% extra damage just from one Masterwork ability. This isn't an ability. This isn't a weapon or anything like that. It's an ability for the Ranger. So how many other ability slots and just armor slots and other weapons and all that stuff could you pile on to get your shotgun damage to what? Plus 100%, 150% increased damage? That is really, really amazing for building your character within Anthem. Now, unfortunately, we don't see any extra abilities for this Masterwork. It's basically an upgraded version of an epic with that 4th stat point, and obviously going to be like more damage and stuff like that. But there are going to be Masterworks in Anthem that have unique abilities. For example, at E3, I was able to use a pulse rifle, like a 3-round burst assault rifle, that every 10th round inflicted electric damage onto enemies. And that's, you know, an extra ability that isn't just one of these stat points that Masterworks can get. Alright, so that's a look at the uncommon, epic, and Masterwork rarities within Anthem and some of the stat bonuses that come with them. But now, we're just going to keep going. There was a bunch of epic loot that was acquired in this mission, and we're going to look at the different bonuses and stuff you can get. Just guys, think of all of the different builds you can create around these different bonuses. So, firstly, we have a Seeking Missile epic launcher ability, assault launcher ability for the Ranger. Launches a missile that tracks towards target. Impact combo. Then we've got the bonuses being gear plus 15% speed, so use your gear faster, assault rifle plus 23% ammunition, and ammo plus 30% drop rate, so you can even mess with the drop rates with your gear. Next up, we have another ability, the Tempest Strike Epic Strike System. Powerful close-range melee strike that electrically charges the enemy, aura combo. And the bonuses are Marksman Rifle, looks like, plus 1% damage, Machine Pistol, plus 20% ammunition, and Weapon overall, plus 13% ammunition. Now those are your active offensive gear pieces, but you also have passive gear pieces as well. Firstly, we have this Ultimate Inscription, Epic Universal Component. It appears to have 2 different bonuses with armor reinforcement and shield reinforcement, and reads an inscribed component that augments Javelin ultimate gear and increases damage by 5% of base damage. It also has 2 additional bonuses of impact plus 9% damage and your E ability plus 30% speed. Again, this is work in progress stuff. We'd obviously see the name of the actual ability, I think, when the full game comes out. Or it is possible it's saying that whatever ability you put in that slot gets that speed bonus, which is also very exciting. And we also have this overclocked regulator, Epic Colossus component. So this is for a different Javelin than the Ranger. It has an armor reinforcement and a shield reinforcement and reads increased lightning and fire damage by 35% of base damage, and also has sniper plus 13% ammunition and your shield plus 15% refresh, which is another thing that it can affect. However, of course, the Colossus doesn't have a shield, so you're definitely looking for something other than an increase to your shield refresh rate. But dang, 35% increase, like that is going to be so good. You want to make a fire build with the Colossus, you want to have fire mortars and the flamethrower, and then put this on. That's a huge bonus. And again, it really starts my gears turning and thinking about different builds you can make. But let's check out the rest of the weapons. Firstly, we have this Warden Epic Assault Rifle. 4-round bursts enhance this rifle's ability to inflict damage. We have Sniper plus 9% damage, Sniper plus 38% ammunition, and Repair plus 13% drop rate. So those are the health orbs that spawn. So that is a really good thing to be looking for to increase your survivability. Next up, we have the Defender Epic Assault Rifle, Standard Issue Well-Balanced Combat Rifle. Light machine gun plus 5% damage, weapon plus 19% aim, weapon plus 10% magazine size. Next, we have the Scattershot Epic Shotgun, which unfortunately he only scrolled over for like half a millisecond, so we don't have the full thing rendered, but we can see knockdown power with moderate amount of ammunition, and the bonuses, your E ability plus 5% speed, machine pistols plus 20% ammunition, and weapons plus 8% ammo. And lastly, we have this Savage Epic Light Machine Gun, fastest firing weapon in the light machine gun class. We have your Q ability plus 20% speed, we have ammo plus 38% drop rate, and assault rifles plus 5% ammo. So that is going to be it for pouring over the different loot pieces involved within this Anthem livestream, and it just makes me very excited for the game. Like, if you get that first Masterwork and you get a Masterwork light machine gun and it does something super cool, then you can augment that with all these different, even your other weapon and abilities and mod components and all this stuff to get light machine gun damage, light machine gun ammo, all of this stuff, and make it even better than it already was. Like, really makes me excited to make builds within this game, and it enables like build videos, whereas in Destiny you don't really have a lot of builds flying around, but in this game it really feels like you can do that. Guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this interesting. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Anthem content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you guys want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.